From George Washington's traditional hoe cakes and honey to the hearty southern dish of leather breeches and the spicy indulgence of deviled bones, what drives these leaders to choose such unusual dishes? Join us as we delve into the strangest foods devoured by American presidents. George Washington, the first president of the United States, had a breakfast, hoe cakes soaked in butter and honey. These hoe cakes, made from cornmeal, were simple yet filling. Washington enjoyed them swimming in butter and honey, making his morning meal rich and indulgent. This breakfast might seem unusual today, but it was common during his time. The recipe for hoe cakes originated from Native Americans and was adopted by European settlers and enslaved people. Washington's guests documented his love for these sweet buttery cakes, noting that he usually paired them with a cup of tea for a comforting morning ritual. Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, introduced macaroni and cheese and ice cream to America. During his time in France, Jefferson developed a liking for these foods and brought them back to the U.S. Macaroni and cheese, made with pasta and melted cheese, was seen as unusual by Americans at the time. Jefferson even had a pasta machine shipped from Europe to make it and served the dish at dinner parties, helping to popularize it. He also enjoyed ice cream, wrote down a recipe, and served it to guests, making the frozen dessert more common in America. Andrew Jackson, the seventh president of the United States, liked a dish called leather breeches. Despite the name, it had nothing to do with clothing. Leather breeches were dried green beans cooked with fatback, a type of salted pork. This dish was common on the American frontier, where preserving food was important. The beans were strung up to dry, giving them a leathery look, which led to the name. When cooked with fatback, the beans absorbed the rich salty flavor, creating a hearty meal. Jackson, who grew up in the South, likely appreciated this dish for its simplicity and taste. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, enjoyed mock turtle soup, a dish made from a calf's head. This soup was designed to imitate the taste and texture of real turtle soup, which was a delicacy in the 19th century. Since real turtle soup was expensive and difficult to find, mock turtle soup became a popular substitute. The recipe used parts of the calf's head, including brains and organ meat, giving it a rich, unique flavor. Lincoln liked this dish so much that it was served at his first inauguration in 1861, making it a high-end choice for special occasions. Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th president of the United States, had a liking for a dish known as deviled bones. This distinctive meal consisted of bones, usually beef or pork, coated in a spicy mustard and then roasted until perfectly cooked. The term deviled referred to the spicy seasoning, which was quite bold for the time. Grant, who was known for his straightforward and hearty tastes, enjoyed this flavorful dish, which frequently appeared at his dinner table. The spicy mustard gave the bones a unique kick, making them a memorable and distinctive part of his diet. Calvin Coolidge, the 30th president of the United States, had breakfast habits that might seem unusual today. Growing up in Vermont, he developed a taste for pickled fruits and eel, which he frequently ate for breakfast. Pickled fruits, preserved in vinegar or brine, were a common way to keep fruits edible through Vermont's long winters. Eel, considered a delicacy in some cultures, was another favorite of Coolidge's. This unique combination reflected the practical and resourceful nature of rural life in the early 20th century, shaped by Coolidge's upbringing in a small farming community where preserving food was essential. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, enjoyed terrapin stew, a dish made from turtle meat. This stew was considered a delicacy in his time, especially among the elite. Terrapin, a type of turtle found in the coastal marshes of the eastern United States, was prized for its tender meat. Roosevelt's fondness for this dish reflected his taste for traditional American cuisine. Eating turtle meat has since become unusual and even controversial due to its conservation concerns and changing culinary preferences. Terrapin stew was prepared with rich ingredients like butter, cream, and sherry, making it a luxurious meal. The 37th President of the United States, Richard Nixon, had a unique snack habit. He enjoyed cottage cheese with ketchup. This unusual combination became a part of his daily routine, typically eaten for breakfast or as a snack. Nixon's preference for this odd pairing was so well known that it became a quirky detail in his presidential history. He started eating cottage cheese on his doctor's advice to manage his weight, but found it bland. To improve the taste, he added ketchup, which he liked. Though the mix of creamy and tangy flavors was not to everyone's taste, Nixon did not mind. Interestingly, he even had this snack on the day he announced his resignation in 1974. As the 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush had a distinctive snack preference: pork rinds with Tabasco sauce. This crunchy and spicy combination gained fame during his presidency. His love for pork rinds was first highlighted in a 1988 profile of his presidential campaign. He enjoyed the salty, crispy texture of the pork rinds and added Tabasco sauce to provide an extra kick. This snack choice became so popular that it even boosted pork rind sales by 11%. Bush's fondness for this snack earned him the playful title of Skin Man of the Year from the pork rind makers. As the 42nd President of the United States, Bill Clinton enjoyed trying adventurous Southern-style dishes, including alligator and frog legs. Growing up in Arkansas, he was familiar with these unique foods that were common in Southern cuisine. He appreciated the tender, slightly gamey taste of alligator meat, which people compared to chicken but with a firmer texture. Frog legs, another favorite, had a delicate flavor and were usually fried or grilled. Clinton's love for these dishes showed his deep connection to his Southern roots and his openness to unconventional foods. John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, had a surprising twist to his favorite dish, New England clam chowder. He liked to add ketchup. This creamy soup, made with clams, potatoes, onions, and sometimes bacon, was a beloved staple in New England cuisine. Traditionally, it was enjoyed for its delicate and savory flavors. Kennedy's preference for adding ketchup was quite unusual and unexpected. The tangy and sweet taste of ketchup significantly altered the classic flavor profile of the chowder. But despite this odd combination, Kennedy's love for New England clam chowder with ketchup became a quirky part of his culinary legacy. The 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, had a special fondness for spam musubi, a well-known Hawaiian snack. Growing up in Hawaii, he was introduced to this unique treat, which consisted of a slice of grilled spam placed on top of a block of rice and wrapped with a strip of seaweed. This snack was a staple in Hawaiian cuisine and could be found in convenience stores and lunchboxes across the islands. Spam musubi's origins trace back to World War II, when spam became a vital food item due to its long shelf life and easy transport. For many, including Obama, it represented a taste of home and childhood memories. Donald Trump, known for his love of fast food, also has a distinctive taste in steaks. He famously prefers his steak well done, a choice that surprises many steak enthusiasts who favor a rarer cook. What makes it even more unusual is his accompaniment of ketchup. While ketchup is often seen as a condiment for burgers or fries, Trump's preference to pair it with a well-done steak stands out as particularly unconventional. This combination, though criticized by some culinary experts, reflects Trump's straightforward and unpretentious taste in food. President Joe Biden was known for his deep passion for Italian food, especially spaghetti with red sauce. His love for pasta was so well recognized that even former President Barack Obama commented on Biden's fondness for noodles with red sauce. Biden's favorite meal included a unique mix of spaghetti with red sauce and ice cream. While this might have seemed unusual, it reflected his taste for simple, comforting foods. His preference for Italian cuisine also extended to dishes like angel hair pasta in pomodoro sauce. Equally famous was his love for ice cream, which he was frequently seen enjoying during public appearances. As we've seen, U.S. presidents have had some truly unique tastes. Which presidential food preference surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. And we'll see you next time.